Hey everyone, so today I'm gonna be doing a couple things here. This 2011 Rav4 Limited has the reverse camera here in the mirror. So you pop it in reverse and you get a little image here. I just recently changed my whole radio and I wanna sort of change this to make it pop here. I'm also getting rid of this mirror. I'm not too crazy about just the setup. I like the compass mirror, and I really don't need that little picture here. The reason I'm doing that is because I have trouble seeing at night. My glasses, and this is just too small for me when putting it in reverse. I need something bigger. There's a couple, I guess, tutorials on YouTube on how to do this. It's pretty simple. I'll go through it with you guys so you guys can have an idea. Again, for me, it's going to be a little different because I don't plan on keeping this. So I'm going to get rid of the harness, the plug. I'm going to use the harness, all the wires. Plug, I'm going to be putting my own plug because this camera has I think a 14 wire plug, and the other one is only I believe is 1, 2, 5. Let's see it here. All right, so yeah, if you plan on keeping this, or your OEM mirror with the camera, all you need to do is tap into the wires to feed your camera, and then that's it. Again, but for me, I'm taking it out, I'm putting a new mirror, and be done. All right, so let's get to it. So first thing you want to do is remove the control panel here for your dome lights and such, and this just pops down. You can see the tabs here. Okay, so just wedge a plastic pry bar and pull it down. All right, that'll give you access to all the wires here and be done with it. And plug this, hand it here. There we go. Okay, so you see this is the plug here. So this is how it's gonna go. So you see this big wire here. This is your camera feed, which is positive, negative, ground, and then this is power for the mirror and trigger. Okay, so we're gonna split them like this and go over the colors in a moment. Again, I'm getting rid of this, so this is gonna come down in a second. So here's the rundown on the wires. As you can see, you got blue is 12 volt ignition. You got your white, black ground. Red is reverse trigger. Red camera video. 7 is white camera video. 10 light green backdoor trigger, which is a ground. 13 dark green camera ground, and 14 black camera 6 volt. So basically the camera here runs on 6 volt. It's not 12. Most electronics, like your radios, 12 volt, 12 volt, 12 volt. That camera is only 6. So you are gonna need one of these PAC Volt-39. Basically what it does, it takes 12 volts and converts it into 6. That's all it does. All right, and you're gonna hook it up to your 12 volt and transfer that. So you can basically kind of dark here. See the wire colors. Let's see if I can get better light. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be your wires. So I'm going to start just clipping this again because I'm not keeping this mirror. So I'm going to start clipping this and doing my splices and getting it ready. You're also going to need an RCA pigtail, depending on what you want to use, whether it's going to be male or female. Get your positive and negative. You want it to be yellow. White, red is usually audio, yellow is video. Let's see, I spliced it already. You're gonna need a extension. This is male to male RCA with trigger. You can get this on Amazon. This is easier to run. Basically, you don't have to run a whole bunch of wires. Just one wire, which with a trigger wire. So this is going to go to your reverse trigger, and on the other end, you're going to connect it to your trigger on the radio to switch it over to camera. I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to feed it through here, run it all the way across in here, bring it back down underneath the glove box, underneath inside to the back of my radio. Okay, so you're going to take your Volt-39, you're going to switch it over to 6 in the back. See that right there, 6. And then basically what you're going to do is you take your red and blue wire, you put them together. This is to make the camera run pretty much 24/7. As soon as you turn on your car, the camera's on. So if you have a unit like mine, which you can switch from front camera to rear camera at any time, you want these two wires to always be together. One is a 12 excuse me, 12 volt trigger. The other one is a constant. So without the trigger, it won't turn on. So you want these to always be on. You can always switch it to the 12 volt constant into a trigger, 12 volt ignition, and that'll also work. For me, I'm just putting it together, connecting it here to this blue wire, which I already took out, which is 12 volt. So that's gonna feed my new mirror and gonna feed the power to the camera. Okay, so I've connected my Volt-39 positive to positive and ground to ground, and at the same time I connected my new plug for my new mirror, positive and ground, which is the blue blue wire and black with white, white with black stripe. Alright, so we're gonna next move on to the trigger wire and run the wire through the headliner. Okay, so I ran my wire underneath the headliner all the way through, down the pillar, underneath the glove box to the back of my radio. You can see it there. It's connected. Trigger wire to the trigger and the radio, and on this end, trigger wire to red of the original plug here. So that's pretty much it for your power. All right, now we're gonna do the camera side, which is these strand of wires here. Okay, they're gonna be your video and your power, which we're gonna take the Volt-39 and tap it in. Okay. All right, so pretty much done. All right, so just to recap, this is your RCA, connects to the back of the radio. Back up a little. So here we plugged into the positive and negative. Pigtail goes here. Okay. Then you're gonna have your ground and 12 volt connections and your trigger. And that's it. And just make sure you set this to 6 volts and you're all done. I'll be removing this plug again because I don't need it. This is my new one for my new mirror. This is the one I'm using now, and this is the old one. See the difference? There's more wires, and this is smaller. Okay, so as you can see here, we'll put it in reverse. Voila. Okay, OEM camera working. Probably gonna give it other lines in my settings or tweak them a little, but other than that, that's it, guys. So I'll be putting the picture, let me just show you guys again, of the wires so you get an idea of what they are. Keep it here for a second. Okay, blue, white, red, white, light green, dark green, black, and they're all 100% accurate for you to tap in. Again, camera negative and positives is where you're going to attach your pigtail. Okay, ground is for your power, and your 6 volt is power the camera. So it's just basically ground and 6 volt to the Volt-39. Okay, and then the rest is just 12 volt ground and trigger. Okay, again, if you're keeping your OEM mirror, you don't have to do what I did. You could just hook up your pigtail, trigger, and you're done. All right, your mirror will feed the camera, so you don't need a Volt-39 if you're gonna keep your mirror. If you're gonna get rid of your mirror like I did and then do something else, you're gonna need it. If you do decide to keep your mirror and not get the Volt-39, you'll get the image both in your mirror and your radio. Some people like that, I don't know. But again, if you want to keep it clean looking, get it out of your mirror and put it in your radio, you're going to need the Volt-39. You want to keep it on the top and bottom, you don't need to get the Volt-39. Or like I said, if you're going to swap out the mirror like I did, then you're going to need a Volt-39. Again, reason I did it is I'm not too crazy about the camera. It's too small for me. I'd rather have it here. Plus, I miss my mirror with my compass. I love my compass. It adds to my GPS. You know, it tells me which way I'm going: south, west, east, north. So that's it. If you have any questions, just put in the comments. I'll get back to you. Try to help you guys out. All right. So give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.